If you're lucky enough, you can get out there in the wider world and travel and take inspiration from some of your travels like Kelly has done. Now, I know all of you travel all the time. Brian, you're always on a plane.
Yes.
Going everywhere and bringing some of those ideas back with you. Same with you, Sharon. You travel quite extensively. And I think it's important for those of us that are in, I'm not even excluding myself in that list, people who are in the creative industries to go out there and see what's out there, because you want to bring that back and you want to inspire your own design. So you just came back from Morocco.
I did.
How was that?
It was incredible. Yeah, it was so inspiring and just really spectacular. The color, like this is down in the wharfs in Essaouira in the south, and just like the color was like a cinematic. It was incredible.
It does. It almost looks
Shots.
surreal.
These shots should be framed and mounted.
Thank you.
Did you take it on a phone, or was this a real camera?
These are a combination of both. Yeah.
See, you can do good pictures with your camera phones these days.
Look at that. Look at
So
the color.
Yes.
So there's lovely color in this. What else about this picture made you want to take it?
I loved all the shapes that were in it. I loved all the different rectangles and all working into it, and as well as the textures. So that texture of the wall on the far left, next to the pink of the painted wall, and then those keys were my favorite part.
That stencil is great.
Yeah, the graphic.
Very cool.
Yes.
Now, when you come back from a trip, obviously you want these pictures to remember your moments by, but sometimes you get back and you've got all those pictures and they're on your phone and you're thinking, what now? Some of these pictures should really be framed. They should be blown up. They should be used for art. It's actually some of the most inexpensive art you can get.
Yeah, well, actually, we shot them raw. So, and my boyfriend and I are working on putting together some big, large format ones for some of our clients.
Yeah, they're great.
Very nice.
That would make a beautiful stencil pattern, that door that you just
Yeah.
showed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was just thinking you could do that on a piece of furniture.
You really could.
It's gorgeous.
Okay, so we also have a shot now, and it looks like you are in a desert. So let's talk a little bit about the temperature.
It was cold.
It was
It
chilly.
is cold, yeah, very.
So what time of year were you there?
We were just there. I just got back 3 days ago.
Okay.
And it was cold at night, and there's a coolness in the air. But what I love here is just the neutrality of the landscape, and everything's built out of the earth of the landscape. So all the towns, you can't even see them until you get really close.
Because they're all the same color.
Yeah.
That's very cool. I don't think cold when I think of Morocco at all.
No.
I know at some point we wanted to go, and we were going to go in July for our honeymoon, and everybody was like, don't do it.
It's
very
bad.
hot.
But someone said to me, there's a famous saying about Morocco, and it's that it's a cold country with a hot sun. And I would say that was definitely my experience. When the sun was out in the midday, it was really warm.
Yeah.
But the moment that sun even started going down, we were in toques, and in the summer it's hot, but it's just like here in the winter, it's very cold.
Interesting.
Yeah, and damp.
Okay, so look at this. Do you know what this building is? Is it a church? Is it a restaurant?
It's next to a
Is
bank,
it-
but I'm not actually sure what it is specifically. But I mean, in Morocco, these types of doorways and the Islamic details really characterize a lot of the architecture there. But I love that it's next to these really flat textured surfaces. And so there's like these really ornate things next to these really kind of rudimentary, organic. So, and I love the juxtaposition, the contrast. Yeah.
I think it's cool that you can be walking down the street and see such ornate design happening, because that's not what we get in, the new world. Everything looks like it was made last year.
And it's not everything. The architecture is quite simple. It's these embellishments that are put on.
That's it.
So it's not like architecturally there's so much going on. You can do things like that in interiors. You just know what areas to embellish.
Right.
That's it. And it's just those key areas. And, of course, they've got so much craft and such a history of craftsmanship. And this is just in a little junk shop, literally, in Marrakesh. But there's so many different beautiful items that are handmade in Morocco.
I want to know, how much stuff were you able to bring back with you? Oh. Did you? Let's talk about it, Kelly.
Let's talk about the shipment that's coming.
So you shipped stuff off. If we
I
go to
shipped a bunch of
Morocco,
blankets. Yeah.
Blankets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
so
is
the
very
Moroccan wedding
smart.
blankets are really beautiful, and then I got hand woven, 100% natural wool blankets with big pom-poms on them.
Nice.
So they're magnificent, like organic, sophisticated gorgeousness.
Yes. Do you like them? I get that sense.
I love them.
She loves them.
Yes.
So all things to keep in mind when you go on your vacations, bring a little bit of that back. So many people think they're on vacation, it's great, they come back, it's like, oh, back to reality, but bring it back with you.
I think honestly, like, go through the trouble of trucking one big poignant thing home.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's true, as opposed to a bunch
Stays
of
with
little
you forever.
things.
Thanks
Yeah.
so much, guest experts.
amazing.
You rock. And thank you for
I wanna
watching.
travel.
We'll see you tomorrow on City Line. That's really nice.